Well, good evening, Cruise Crew, here live on PJNET. And just moments ago, we saw the latest effort from Pippa, who we have come to know and adore as the lovely 12-year-old advocate of the Cruise campaign. And it's kind of neat. We've had her mom, Samantha, here with us in the chat room. We've had her mom, Samantha, call in after she had made her second video. And back then I asked what's next. And she said that they were going to have a third video, but she said this one's going to take a little longer because her dad's involved. So let's talk to Dad, who's involved. We just watched the third video, and Lance is here with us. Lance, your daughter is an amazing 12-year-old. You must be awful proud.
Oh, I am. She's the love of my life, and I'm very proud of her. Thank you.
Okay. Well, according to your wife, this is an initiative that she hatched, and this isn't something that, so many as parents, we tend to set goals that we would like to see our children accomplish. But apparently this was something that Pippa just wanted to do on her own volition.
Yeah, Pippa's been paying attention to it, to the whole political world for a long time. I mean, since she was 4 years old. I mean, that's all
Really?
I watch. I watch news. Yeah, she's never, she's been around me. I do a lot of reading. Her mother, Fox News or CNN is always on the TV.
Mm-hmm.
So she's just, she's one of those kids who remembers things, and she pays attention to things that a lot of kids may not. And
That's amazing.
She's smart as a whip when it comes to the political, realities that are going on today. She knows some things that a lot of adults don't know.
Well, you and I are in the same congressional district, I think, and they just changed it. I don't know if we still are, but we have been in the same congressional district.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope that Pippa makes a run for it because we need some help.
Yeah, well, she's interested right now in some marine biology or maybe a veterinarian, but maybe one day if she listens to her old Paul, maybe she'll wind up going into service like that.
Mm-hmm.
I think that her type of mindset, especially where she's at now, is exactly, it's a Ted Cruz, for instance, or Mike Lee, someone like that is who she would.
That's her heroes.
She carry on the way she is. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the people.
Those are her role models.
Yeah,
well, I tell you, with some of the role models that are out there today, it's refreshing to know that your daughter is looking toward people like Ted Cruz and like Senator Lee, because there's some really bad ones out there. I'm not a videographer by any means, but we do use videos here at PJNet. And as I was watching that video, not only is the length getting longer, there are multiple scenes. There are multiple changes of dress. There is a very complex script. Walk us through the production of that video. It must have been an undertaking.
Yeah, well, what she did is she came up with the points that she wanted to make, and then we would just go to different locations, through different days, and would film her little speech. And then we went through. I helped her, but she picked the one she wanted in the end. I had to take a few out to get the length down, because it was like around 9 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
But we just picked, the ones that she wanted, in there, and it took a minute. I had to figure out how to use that particular app, and it's not anything I have any expertise in. So
you were kind of pressed into service.
Yeah, and she get going about different topics, so we did a lot of filming. We filled up my iPhone a few times before we get.
So you produced that? iPhone. You produced that with an iPhone? Yes,
sir. Yeah,
wow.
that iPhone and my iPad Pro. We use both of those to do the filming.
Wow. Well, that's a story in itself, Lance, because one of the things that I have been kind of preaching over the years is that what has happened in the past, and I don't know how old you are, Lance, but if you have a 12-year-old daughter, I'm probably your senior, but you don't have to call me sir. It's okay. What's exciting is that in the past, when I was growing up, the only way to exert any political influence or any influence for that matter on the broader culture, was you would have to write a letter to the editor and it get picked and published, or you would have to go and get an interview or a story done from a television or radio news outlet. Today, it's a game changer, because today, all of us, you just testified, that pretty much all of us have the tools in our hands to impact the broader culture. And that's an exciting day because it re-empowers ordinary people like ourselves.
Mm-hmm. No, absolutely.
And
you see a lot of that going on right now.
Well, yes, we do. I concur, but I disagree. We see a lot. I think we see some, and it inspires me. And I commend you, Lance, and your wife and your daughter for picking. A tool doesn't do any work unless it's in somebody's hands using it. And your family has picked up these tools, and you're cooperating with, you're encouraging, you're supporting, you're helping your daughter. But at the same time, you as a family unit are sending out a message into the broader culture that can have an impact beyond anything that would have been even conceivable just 15 years ago. And that's exciting.
Yeah, well, yes, sir, it is. It really is. It's it's with social media and the ability to, to produce, little packages like that. I actually thought you had meant, the way that the social media at the moment, Twitter, is influencing part of the way the media's, the way that they're going after certain candidates and not going after others.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's a lot of power in that, in a million, a million likes, or a million, retweets, I guess.
They're having to learn how to deal with us, because we don't need them like we used to need them. And it'll be interesting to see how it shakes out. But, so you threw out 4 minutes worth of stuff. Is that trashed, or can you recycle that and maybe make a fourth video?
Oh yeah, we have it all. We just wanted to get the time down, and so we just pulled a few things out here and there throughout it, and it still kind of flowed together as far as the best we could make it. So.
Mm-hmm.
But
well, and that'll help you on future efforts, to make it so that it's modular. It can be reassembled in different kind of ways.
Yes, sir.
But Lance, you and your wife, I'm sure, are very proud of Pippa, and please let her know that the PJNET team is proud of her as well, and we are proud of you as parents, because we'd like to see more of this. You're a real hero, and you're a champion of the cause, and we appreciate you taking time to kind of share with us tonight, and we hope to see more videos, and we hope to hear from you all again.
Well, buddy, I appreciate it very much. Thank you.
Okay, Lance, have a good evening.
You too now.